Hello! Welcome to my first ever video on my YouTube channel. So this is all new to me, but that's okay. Welcome to my studio. Okay, so this guy is my current airbrushing project. He was going really good, but I had been having some problems with like spattering and like inconsistent airflow with my airbrush, and I was like, oh my gosh. If any of you guys have done airbrushing before, you know it's a little bit of a nightmare, but it's like if you can get it right and if you know what you're doing, then it's the best medium ever. But me, I'm a little bit of a newbie. I've had some really good airbrushing runs before, some really good projects, but I've also had some very bad runs before, some very bad experiences with my projects. So this guy has a little bit of texture on him. So we don't really want that. He's supposed to be a pearl dog. And so we're going to be kind of sanding off that texture and then reapplying it and getting that pearl exactly where we want it. So a lot of people on the internet were saying that even the slightest discrepancy in the needle will cause problems, and like some people were like, I needed like a huge magnifying glass to even see that I had a problem because I at first couldn't see. And honestly, with my bare eye, I feel like I might see a tiny bit of a bend. Yeah, I'm curious if that will fix it. Also, does anyone else get the worst intrusive thoughts when it comes to these type of needles? Every time I look at this, I'm like, ah! I just imagine it like, you know. Anyways, so this is my new needle. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. I think it was like $10. Oh yeah, $10. So let's see if this looks any different. And I've had my airbrush for about 2 years. I've never replaced the needle. I don't airbrush like every week, but I've used it probably 10 plus times, maybe more. Okay. Well, not gonna lie, this needle looks too big. Oh my gosh, it's thicker. I do wonder if it fits in there though. Nope. Back to the hobby store, I suppose. Gosh. Okay, so before I make a trip to the hobby store, I'm going to be working on some wiring for my light fixture. I will show you. So this is like my big sculpture guide, and it's going to have a cave in here that's going to have all these crystals that are like kind of coming out around. So I have this light here that's going to go in the top, and then this has a little area here. I will show you. Area there, and then the wire comes down here all the way down and then around the bottom, and then it's going to be attached to a battery pack. Okay, so this is a 20,000 mAh charger. I don't remember what mAh stands for. I think it's like the amount of like stuff that it holds. And so this is going to give my LED light here, it's going to give it about 10 hours of charge. So for a gallery setting, that works perfectly. So that's why I went with this one. And I'm going to have a little port in the back that's going to be hidden that I'll hide this battery. But yeah. Okay, so the way that I'm going to seal my wire in there and kind of cover it up so that I can paint it is with these super durable shop towels that I'm going to saturate in some glue along the edges and really work that into the surface, and then I'll paint over it with my texture paint multiple times, and my guess is you will not be able to tell at all. And I am choosing a material like this, like a fabric, because I don't want my wire to stick. I want to make sure that my wire can still move if need be, but I don't know if that would be the case, but I don't want it to be like glued in there, you know? Okay, so I did just find out that the reason that this needle didn't fit is because it's not made for the Neo. It's 0.35 millimeter, but it's not made for the Neo, which is super annoying. But I'm gonna go back to the hobby store and see if they have another kind for the Neo. But the 0.35 is about the tip, not the needle, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense.